Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are, it's really great to be connected with you. My name is Adil, and I'm speaking with you from headquarters IGNITER100. Like you always see my presentation and my training on my channel, Adil Abbas, where IGNITER100 information all the time publish. Today, I have an opportunity. I'm going to explain what can you avail with this company in 100 days and in 200 days plan and then a 300 days plan. So we're going to talk about the projection for such time period, and then you will understand how big this opportunity is. So let's keep it simple and short. So let's go straight to the 100 working days. So making my dashboard clear. All right, so there we are, 100 days plan. So as we know, we put any money, we are given a financial education, along with we have equity of the holding company. And we already explained on a business model, this holding company is being backed up by 60 external projects at this moment, which means company has equity in there. There are 15 internal projects which been owned by IGNITER100 mean holding company, so potential is massive. So once we put money, we already know we're gonna be given equity of the holding company at the rate of point of sale. So today the rate of sale is 13.78 pence per ETS. 13.78 pence per ETS. So let's put that into the consideration, 1378 per ETS. So we have, if we put a 5,000 pound, it means at the rate of 1378, we be given round figure, 38,000 ETS. So this is how it goes. Clear? Now, we already know there are three benefits with the ETS. Number one, you are given dividend. You are paid dividends. And dividends come from IGNITER100, which is a holding company. So IGNITER100, whatever profit they make, as you are given the equity, which we already know, this equity is from a 1 billion ownership, 1 billion ETS, which is a complete ownership of IGNITER100. So whatever profit IGNITER100 made, that profit completely divided into 1 billion. So it means you have 38,000 multiplied by 38,000, you are given monthly dividend. So last month we were paid 0.00024 pence per ETS. It was calculated. This, which is a less than a pence, which is less than a pence time 38,000. So you can multiply it, then the figure will come out, and that's the pound form. We already know this value is very small this moment. As we already know, holding company, they are in operation for last 12 months around. So there are few projects which are in the market and earning a profit. But there are more number of and bigger projects that are under development, and they're going to be launched on their roadmap. So massive success, which is going to be expected throughout 2019. That's the way we can expect this company's profit going to be a bigger enough. So this value will be substantial enough where you're going to get, are you going to expect exponential or reasonable or even bigger enough dividends. So second benefit we're going to talk about, as you already know, ETS grows in value. And third benefit we already know. So it means ETS 13.78 after some time, because this ETS, the growth, it completely dependent on the IGNITER 100 asset worth and the growth of asset. So it means at this moment, IGNITER 100 has 60 projects plus 15 internal projects. Any of those projects grow, and it means their value grows. So when their value grows, this company is going to grow. Eventually, the value 1378 will go up, right? Third benefit, you have a massive opportunity. Third benefit is you like to take your money, what you put in, your money, what you put in. You like to take it out, withdraw it. You can sell your ETS on a daily basis at the rate of point of sale when you decide to sell. So at this moment, you're allowed to take 1% of the package amount a day. So it means 1% of the package amount is 50 pounds. It means a day you can sell 50 pound maximum worth of ETS at the rate of when you decide to sell it at that point of time, whatever rate going to be ETS. So on that rate you can sell and you can make money. So 50 pound maximum. So it means if you decide to sell less than 50 pound, mean less than 1% a day, you can, and eventually we have to figure it out what is the best strategy and how you can make more and more money. If you go with the 100 working days, this means maximum you're selling 1% a day and you're exercising it fully, then how after selling, after taking your all capital out and putting the rate and growth of ETS into the consideration, how many number of ETS will be retained afterward? And if you go 200 working days, what will it look like? If you go 300 working days, how it will be working? So going to wipe it out, this part. So then three benefit we put it. So let's say we're going to sell our ETS on a daily basis, 1% a day. So it means 50 pound a day. So 50 pound a day, if we decide to sell it today at the rate of 1378, so it means we've got to sell 362 ETS, which eventually going to be subtracted from the total number, and the rest of the remaining number going to be in your account as retained. We decide to sell the first day, second day, third day, all the way to 100 days. 100 days. Just to remind you, in 100 days, there's going to be a Saturday, there's going to be Sunday, and there's going to be some holidays. So this means during those days, this trade is not going to take place. So this trade is only working days. So if you put weekdays, so it means together the time period going to be about 4 months and something. 4 months something. So about 4 months and about 10 to 20 days, right? We already know in 4 months and 20 days, this value is going to go up multiple times. We know the IGNITER 100 company, any sale proceed taking place, the minimum 60 to 70% of that sold proceed, company is bound to put money into the new projects. So asset and growth of this company continuously will grow, which means the value of this definitely going to grow. So at this moment, it's growing 20 to 40% in every 2 to 3 months. Let's put that figure into consideration, and we go actually to minimum. So we want to make sure the value what we're going to put, we keep that value underestimated, and we base our calculation on the base of a small numbering, on the base of a very moderate or very undervalued expectation. So 100 working days means you're 5,000 out. So if we complete our calculation, and this figure keep going out, the rest of figure we have done the calculation. The rest of figure will be minimum 10% of this value retained. after taking your capital out. The minimum of this number, 10% of this number will be retained. 10% of this number, if we calculate, then 38, it's about 3,800. 3,800 ETS. So 3,800 ETS are left over after taking your capital out. So indeed, this is your number of ETS which you can sell on a final price. So ladies and gentlemen, I like to make you sure this company aiming to go first on a AIM London Stock Exchange, and then we also have opportunity. There's a new model called STO where this company can liquidate itself on a multiple actually digital exchanges on the base of new model, which is STO. So it means the liquidity of this company is going to be very massive and it's going to be very big. So if this company being backed up by 100 companies' assets, and you have to see each of those companies, they are worth of multi-millions and multi-billions. If any of those projects become massively successful, so it means this company will definitely be selling ETS, selling each share at a really, really big number. Just put into the consideration, they have a target where the value of each ETS to begin with, when it's going to be liquidated, latest 2019, at the end of that, it's going to be at £2.50. £2.50. £2.50. If we multiply £2.50, then we can see it's double. Actually, we can check it out. So it's about 9,500 pounds. So we can say it is about two times just the gain. It is just the gain. 9,500. Yeah. So it is about 2 times of the gain of the money what you put in. So it's 2 times gain of the money what you put in. Now, if you decide to sell, if you decide to keep your 3,800 ETS for a longer period, of course, the potential is big when this price is going to go up and you can sell later on for higher money. Now, there will be additional benefit on keeping these ETS, which is a dividend, and we already know dividend has a potential to reach 1 pence per ETS latest in next 8 to 9 months. Why? Because the number of projects this company taking into the market early 2019, they have a massive potential. So if earning of those potential grows, eventually this company will make more money and eventually you'll have a big dividend. So can you imagine if you hold a good number of ETS, every single month you're going to make a good number of residual income. That is the power of this opportunity. So let's go back and work it out. If we go for 200 working days with £5,000 package, and how much gain we can expect at the time when the company is going to go for liquidation. So we're going to go back to the second side. So here we're going to talk about 200 days. 200 days plan. 200 days plan. Just making my macro clear. Clear. Okay, so 200 days plan. Now, 200 days plan means we are not, if we put 5,000 today, we are given at the same rate, 13.78 pence, mean 38,000 number of ETS to begin with. That's a round figure. We already know it will be a 37,000 something. So I just make a round figure, right? Now, if we go for 200 days, so it's mean 0.5% a day. We are going to sell 0.5% a day, which means 25 pounds. So 25 pounds mean for 25 pounds, if I do the calculation for 25 pounds, 20 divided by 1378, to make the figure into the pound divided by, multiply by 100. So it's a 181 actually. So 181 a day. We got to sell 181 a day. It automatically going to be subtracted from this number, and the remaining number will be storing. The remaining number will be stored there. We'll keep going for the next 200 days, and we have done calculation. If you decide to do calculation yourself, but make sure you need to put this figure into the consideration into your calculation. This figure easily in next 2 to 3 months, it easily reaching up 20 to 40%, but it growing in a way every month there is some increment. So it means we have to consider, we have to calculate the upcoming and growing value into the calculation. So that's why we can reach to real projection. So 200 days, we will have a 5,000 pound back, which is a capital. We have 5,000 pound back. Then the rest of ETS after selling on a daily basis will have a minimum 30% of this number. 30% of this number. Minimum 30% of this number. What is the 30% of this number? 38,000 times 30. It's 11,400, ladies and gentlemen. It's 11,400 number of ETS. Now, 11,400 number of ETS are retained, which we are talking as your gain. Wow, what a phrase. Retain gain. I love it. So we already know the final price when the company aiming to go to on exchanges for liquidation, its target and its aim to be a £2.50 minimum to begin with. So if I make my calculation at this rate, so it is about 30,000, I believe. 28,500 pounds. 28,500 pounds. So we see now if we go for 200 days, gain has gone really, really up. Yeah. So we see it is about nearly 5.5 times. It's nearly 5.5 times of the capital amount. Right? Now, if we want to see for 300 days, I really want to work here for 300 days. So I'm going to wipe it out and I'm going to put 300 working days. So if we say 300 days, 300 days is mean a day we're going to sell 5,000 divided by 300. We're going to sell £16.66 worth of ETS a day. So we're not going to sell 25. We're going to sell it. It's not actually 0.5%. It's less than 0.5% even. So what's going to happen in that £16.66 worth of ETS if we sell a day, then it's mean less number of ETS going to be sold here to make £16.66. So it's mean overall it's going to take longer, about 300 days to take 5,000 pound out. Take 5,000 pound out. So if we have 5,000 pound out, the minimum number of ETS after subtracting will be retained 60% of this number. 60% of this number. Now this calculation is based on a truth and very reasonable increment into the current price with the with the interval of every time when the price is going to grow. And if we take 60% of 38,000, which is a 22,800. So 22,800 ETS, when they're going to be sold, final price £2.50. Minimum, we have a projection. It will be a 57,000. 57,000 pounds. Look, your capital out, you're completely risk-free. In about a year time, 11-month time, you have a retained number of ETS 22,800 after selling the rest of ETS and taking your capital out, and the potential of those 22,800 ETS is 57,000 pounds. It can never be gooder than this. It's such a great opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, without any delay, make sure, get on board, devise the right strategy. So make sure you have a more and more number of ETS retained, because these are the winning game. They're not only going to give you a bigger gain, but you're going to get a more and more dividend. Imagine when it's going to be in next 8 to 9 months maximum, each ETS will have a potential to give you around about 1 pence per ETS, 1 pence per ETS. And we already know this income is coming from Igniter earning. And this is coming from Igniter earning because you have ownership in IGNITER100. So this is a proof. That's why you're getting paid this dividend now, like I am getting paid. There's one of my video, you can see a proof there, which mean you and me all, we are owner of the equity, which is a really great. This kind of opportunity not available anywhere. So this makes me really excited actually. So we see 28,800 is actually going to give you time 1 pence, 22,800 time 1 pence. It's about 228 pound a month dividend potential you have. Imagine if you have a more number of ETS here. It means your dividend will be higher as well. So the winning strategy and game is to retain more number of ETS, expect higher gain, and earn more number of ETS over the period of time. There's no expiry date. Your ownership retained as long as you have a pie of these ETS in your wallet. So new trend, new business, new way of acquiring equity of a multi-billion worth company. Let's not waste, and I'm going to catch you in next video training. Thanks for now.